Yo, 2 weeks ago, I started a $10,000 Cosmos DeFi challenge where I invest into 5 different Cosmos coins and put them to work for me right away. In today's video, I want to give an update on where this portfolio stands, what I've earned so far, and also what measures I'm taking, what's my actions that I'm taking to maximize my potential profits. Also, I will be sharing some of the general DeFi strategies, some of the interesting pools that I'm looking into, providing more liquidity, for example, on Osmosis, but also on other DEXs in the Cosmoverse. So this is my portfolio as of right now. We're actually in a loss of 3.29% since we started this challenge at $9,639 US. We can see here my biggest position is the Cosmos Hub. We're actually up almost 10% here. I bought it at like 27 bucks. On Osmo, we're down 10%. Secret, we're up 33%. I actually caught the nice bottom right there. It's currently at $6. I bought it at $4 something. And then Juno and Stars are both down by a lot, right? So we're heavily underwater there. So this is currently where we're standing at. Still net only down 3% because the Atom pump just balanced out a lot of the losses, and it's also our biggest position. So we're currently holding 141 atoms. However, if you remember, I put some of the money into the liquidity pool. So the actual numbers of how many tokens we're holding are actually fluctuating, right? So we might be even down a little bit more in terms of coins, but at the same time, we're also earning liquidity rewards, right? Through farming and through staking. So let's look at where we're standing with this right now. So those are the tokens, those are the balances that we are staking on chain natively. This excludes all the liquidity pools, that all the money that we have in liquidity pools, right? And you already see we have already earned $90 US since we started this challenge. So Kepler introduced a feature that you can just claim and restake right away. However, for me, for some reason, it always tells me that I have insufficient balances, even though I actually have balances. So we'll just go ahead and claim all of them right now, claim our Osmo rewards, claim our Atom rewards, secret network, boom, one after the other, and Stargaze. And then we can actually go ahead and stake so that we are actively compounding. Let's do 0.35 Atom. Put them to work for us. Same on Osmosis. Boom, we have 15 Osmo that we can now stake. Then we've got Juno that we can also restake and compound here. Same for Stargaze, 109. Boom. And then lastly, Secret Network. Boom, we can also just go ahead and compound them and put them to work for us. Now we can go back to our dashboard and also see our asset allocation, what coins we're staking, to which percentages, and also our distribution, APRs, and how much rewards we can claim. Now let's go over to Osmosis and see what's going on here, and if there's anything we can do. If we look into, let's look into assets first, we can see that we have $4,334 in assets, which also includes the $745 that we have staked. So the 5,000 something plus 3,500, that's roughly getting us to the $9,000 mark. And 3,500 we have sitting in liquidity pools, right? So let's see what's going on here. We're actually right now only in the Atom Osmo Superfluid staking pool. We're still earning 68% APR. So that's all fine. And I think there's nothing that we can do right now. You have seen that earlier when I claimed my Osmo, there was a lot more Osmo that we would just get from staking rewards. That's because the Osmo Superfluid staking and the Osmo farming rewards were also automatically added and dropped to my wallet, right? So that's why we could claim more Osmo, because it also comes from here, from the farming rewards. Anyways, there's not much that I would do right now. If I had more capital to invest, or if I wanted to like just expand my Superfluid staking allocations, I would look into either the UST Osmo pool or the Luna Osmo pool. Also, if you're bullish on the Terra ecosystem, as well as what I personally just loaded up in terms of liquidity is this pool, which I found really, really interesting. The Stars Osmo pool 604. It currently yields you a net of 111% more or less, plus the Stars bonus rewards, which is still ongoing for 9 epochs only. So if you want to do that, I think start it as soon as possible, so you also earn the bonus rewards. But nevertheless, 111% for the Stars Osmo pool is still very, very juicy. Also, given that both tokens have been going down over the past few days and weeks, might be a good time to get into that. Now, another pool that we're in here is the Juno Atom pool. We have $700 in here. That is currently not earning us anything besides the swap fee, but we are waiting for the incentives to go live, right? So currently there are no incentives, but we are waiting and anticipating that there might even be a reverse snapshot for early liquidity providers on Junoswap, so that we can catch some raw early on, and hopefully, since we're already in the pool, get a lot of high yields in the very, very beginning, right? The first day or two when incentives go live. So we're speculating with that here, but there's nothing that I can do here right now. I just let it sit here, earn swap fees for me, and that's all I am doing right now. Now, another DEX that is coming up basically is the Gravity DEX, right? And Gravity DEX rebranded over to Crescent. So Crescent is the next evolution, and they're also going to get Gravity DEX off of the Cosmos Hub on its own chain. The actual launch is April 14. So before that launch, I might just add some liquidity here on Gravity DEX in anticipation of a potential snapshot or something where I would get Cree airdrop to my for providing liquidity here early, right? Emirates is still very early on. Emirates is a front end that gives access to a lot of DeFi protocols in the Cosmoverse. That's what the promise is. So far, however, there's not much you can do here. You can provide liquidity for those pools. There's no APRs. There's nothing to earn from except for swap fees. And there's also a lot of tokens that are not listed here, right? Like, for example, not even Osmo is here. Secret is not here. Stars is not here. So we only see our Atom and Juno balances. But I think eventually Emirates gives access to a lot of Cosmos DEXs, a lot of tokens in the IBC economy, so that we can see at one glance all our positions, all our liquidity positions across all DEXs, right? This includes maybe even SIFT Osmosis, Junoswap, Crescent, right? All these exchanges, maybe even Secret Swap, hopefully. Yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to. And it might make sense to provide liquidity here early on, just to see if we might get some of the Cree incentives, right? But right now, I'm not doing anything here. I still have time, basically 10 days to provide some liquidity here, anticipating that there might be some incentives for that mainnet launch. Other than that, this is pretty much all that I'm doing right now, letting my coins work for me, and just seeing where this market is going. I mean, I get this question also a lot, like, yo, Cito, what do you think? Are we in a bull run? Are we in a bear market? I've been around for over 5 years now, and this feels like a little bit of a weird sideways phase where the most that I'm doing is just staking, compounding my rewards, let them work for me, right? Because at one point it will grow exponentially. So if the price goes sideways, but you're earning rewards, you're still making money in the best case, right? And yeah, so this is what I'm doing. Personally, really, really hard to say where I think Bitcoin is going. We might snap to 100K if there's some bigger announcement coming up, but also with this whole macroeconomic instabilities, it's really hard to tell if Bitcoin and crypto is already big enough to stand on its own feet, to decouple from everything that's going on in this crazy world today. But if you look at the chart, it also looks a bit weird, right? I mean, it looks like we have seen the worst a few weeks ago, bottoming out here. We have made a higher low, which is always great, but now we need to get back up to 80 or 100K by the end of the year. Maybe there will be another DeFi summer coming up. We don't know, but there's a lot of factors that are hard to tell how this will impact the markets, right? Same counts for Ethereum. If you look at Ethereum, currently at 3,400, 3,500, which is already pretty high if you ask me. I mean, Ethereum was 3 figures forever. I think the Ethereum chart looks a bit better. but still we need to get towards entering price discovery to really tell if this market is strong enough and mature enough. You see, Terra has been absolutely killing it. $111. I think they made a new all-time high a few days ago. Yesterday, actually, $118. So the Terra project is absolutely killing it. And then Cosmos Hub Atom, about $30, which is something that I'm excited about, but it's not really, it hasn't really taken off, right? Like, not really much that Atom has done in the past, other than being a base layer for airdrops, other than securing the Cosmos Hub chain, other than earning us staking rewards, which I think is already really, really cool. But the killer application, which I think is interchain security, maybe I can make a separate video on that, is still coming up. So let's see where this is going. But in my opinion, Atom is destined to smash through all-time highs here at 44, 43 bucks, and then just snap to $100. And then from there, I don't think we should be seeing Atom below 3 figures at one point once it smashes through these $100, right? I think that's inevitable. Personally, I see Atom as a top 10 cryptocurrency in the midterm, maybe even a top 5. If you look at what's there, right? BNB is there, Solana is there, even XRP is still in the top 10. Cardano is still in the top 10. So if you see what's there in terms of competition and how big the Cosmonaut community is, you know, interchain security as a killer application potentially, I do see Atom entering the top 10, eventually top 5. And then from there, it's just being established and rooted and hard to get rid of. What are some of the other Cosmos coins that I'm looking at? Obviously, Akash is, in my opinion, a blue chip. They still do have some of the VC money that I think they want to, that will be thrown on the market. But other than that, I'm accumulating AKT. Same counts also for Regen Network, which is ridiculously low evaluated at this point, $113 million. And that is, I think, fully diluted, below $1. So I'm picking up a lot of Regen at these prices. And also you can see, since they launched, the chart got a little bit smashed here from $5 to, you know, all the way down to 80 cents. So we're pretty much picking up Regen at the lowest points possible. So I'm buying Regen, I'm buying some AKT. Another one is SIFT that is also ridiculously low evaluated. And yeah, I always look to buy coins as far away from their all-time high as possible, right? And SIFT has been at over $1, I think, at their all-time high, right? $1.40. Not sure how much liquidity was there at these prices, but it was at least at $1, 70, 80, 90 cents for a good time. And we just rode down the wave. And looks like it bottomed out, but I also can be horribly wrong. But yeah, those are some of the coins that I'm looking at into building up bigger positions, expanding. And yeah, I hope you took some value out of this, some inspiration maybe to also start doing more research on those things. And yeah, if you have any further questions or feedback on my portfolio and my strategy, let me know in the comments. Personally, I'm extremely bullish on Cosmos as an entire ecosystem. Yeah, stay safe, guys. Be good. I'll see you in the next one.